Hi, this is Deborah Quinn with Pastry Swan Bakery in Palm Desert, California. Today we're going to do some cake fondant decoration ideas for you, and should be lots of fun. Okay, we're going to show you some cake fondant decorating ideas. Fondant is a sugar paste, and it is rolled out with either a sheeter or a rolling pin is what you're going to want to use. What I like to do is just go through here one by one and show you the parts of those that we did. We use a lot of molds here in the bakery. Starting out with this one here, we have fondant that we used for our shells. As far as molds, just very small amounts that you put into the mold and it pops out. Something's done very easily. We molded our stairs with a piece of fondant. Basically, you want to take a chunk of it and cut your stairs out or anything else that you're going to do so that there's no basic seams there. It made it kind of fun as we just twisted it and we gave it kind of an iridescent sheen over the fondant, which color is very easily done in fondant. As you can see with this cake here, black background is great when you're going to use fondant. This 4 and this 0 actually are not pure fondant. They have wood inside of them, so we went to a decorating store and just bought a 4 and a 0 and covered them with the fondant. You can definitely make your numbers out of pure fondant, but you want them to set up enough time to where they'll stand up. These pieces are all made out of a fondant as well, so this is almost completely done in fondant. Our decorating pieces that we did a little bit of ahead of time for these to dry out, and these pieces here we put on while they were soft in the different colors. This is a buttercream cake, but we definitely have fondant decoration on there. We have the little guy floating on his raft there in a pool, relaxing. This is great for a retirement cake. All of the pieces of rock there were done by molds. What we did was we just pressed the colored fondant down into the mold, put a little bit of blue gel in there, and made our little guy float in there. The casino cake is very fun. It is definitely 100% fondant on there. We've got green on the top to show as a table. And then the cards basically are pieces of fondant that we set up ahead of time so that they'd get hard. From everything to the chips to the dice there, completely fondant. Our topsy-turvy cake here, very fun. Very fun, is also 100% fondant. Our balls, our strips, the decoration on the background, as well as these pieces are the only thing that we made ahead of time so that we could have the message stand up on there. So this one, basically filling it up with the rest of those dots will make it a very fun topsy-turvy fondant cake. As well as our patriotic cake is fondant. The pieces on top here we made ahead of time, let those dry out, put a little bit of wiring on them so you get more of that 3D effect. And then our strips of red and white fondant, the balls on there, so you get more of that red, white, and blue color as well. And then we've got our Gothic cake here. This is also 100% fondant cake. We've done our skulls on the top and the bottom with molds. We've done our red petals here that we rolled out ourselves and just put around there. The cross, of course, the bit of the etching, the silver color is the only thing that we've added on the outside of the fondant. The color is very easy to stick onto fondant, so it makes it very nice. Glues together everything with just water, so it's a very, very simple, very easy cake to do. Back here we have a child's birthday cake. We've done a 2-tier, a little bit of a honey pot coming down here, and we're going to finish putting some bumblebees around there, going up to the honey pot, and also as well as adding color. Vibrant colors are very fun with the fondant. This cake here, the spriggy bow pieces is what we call this. We made those ahead of time. You want to let those set out at least 3-4 days ahead before you stick them on your cake so you don't have to worry about any pieces breaking. But these are basically stars that we've done out of cut out fondant, and then just are different colors. And you can use the leftover pieces to make your balls and your decoration that we can finish that cake up with as well. Our rock and roll cake here is buttercream and fondant. The background is just a plain buttercream. We've just taken some black fondant, put it on there as checkerboard floor with our notes on there, and then our record, we did do this a day ahead, so it sets up on the edge, but you can see it's just a record across the top. So very, very easy rock and roll decoration for that. And then last but not least, flowers are very easy to make with frosting fondant. This was just done petal by petal with a nice color. It takes a little bit of practice, but anybody can do it. And those are my ideas for some fondant cake decorating ideas. Thank you so much. This is Deborah Quinn with Pastry Swan Bakery in Palm Desert, California.